Welcome to Winsoft Technologies. It's me Prakash. So in this video, we are going to see how to check the given string is palindrome or not. So there are two ways to check the given string is palindrome or not, guys. The first way we have already seen in the previous video, where we were taking a string and reversing string, and then we are comparing both of the strings. If both are equal, so we have checked it with equals method. If both are equal means we will say it's a palindrome string. But in this model we are writing a different logic, guys. Okay, and in this model we are returning, as per the online exam model, what we are doing is we are reading a string in a variable called name. I mean, user will pass into this name variable and you need to check inside the function, and if the string is palindrome we are simply returning true, guys, because the return type of the function is boolean here. So whenever you see the boolean you have to return either true or false. Okay, so we are writing in this model, and what is the logic we are doing is, suppose I want to check a string is palindrome or not. Like I'm taking string name is equal to something like LIRIL. I'm taking a string like Liril. It's a palindrome string, guys. So now what I'm doing is I'm not reversing the string, rather I'm checking from the first letter to the suppose I value is 0. I'm taking, guys, I value 0. So 0 means it is referring to the first L, first letter, and J I'm taking, guys. So what is J? J is length minus 1. Suppose if length is 5 right now, okay, 5 minus 1 means 4. So we are checking so first letter, 0th letter and 4th letter. So how do we check, guys? We are taking the help of caret function. So caret function will check character at ith position, that is 0, character at jth position, that is 4. So we are comparing I and j and equal. So we'll go to the next iteration. So in the next iteration we are increasing I, guys. I becomes 1 and j we are decreasing. So I we are going in forward direction. So L to I, and j variable is moving from backward direction. So 4 we are decreasing, right? So we said 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. So we are comparing this I and we are comparing this one 1. Both are equal, again we'll continue. Like that we keep on moving up to half of the string. Of course the middle letter can be anything, guys. Can be R or X or whatever. It works perfectly. Because the logic we are doing here is we are moving from 0 to half of the string length. So if length is 5, so we are going up to 2.5 means integer, it will take only 2, right? So we are moving up to 0 to 2. So whenever it reaches any letter is not matched, then we are simply breaking the loop and simply we are returning false. False means any letter is not matched. If all are matched means definitely we are returning true at the end of the program, guys. That is what the logic we are implementing here. So let's get started and how to work with this logic. We are switching to Notepad++, in which we are writing the actual code, guys. So we have received a string from our main function. Of course we'll write it later. Okay, so we have received a string in name. Now what should I write here? That is, so we are taking a variable called boolean status. Variable name can be anything, guys, flag or status, whatever. I said status equal to true by default, and then we are writing a for loop, guys. So what do we write? So integer I equal to 0, comma j I'm taking as name dot length is a function, right? Length minus 1. As I said, your j is starting from backward direction, right? So I said j equal to name dot length minus 1. I value 0. We are starting from the forward direction. And here the condition is I less than name dot length by 2, half of the string we are going. That is the reason I said I less than name dot length by 2. So now what should I write, guys? We have to write I plus plus and j minus minus. I we need to increase because we are going forward, j we need to decrease, so we are coming backward direction. So that is the reason I said I plus plus and j minus minus. Okay, so here we are comparing a character, guys, by saying if so name dot char at of I not equal to name dot caret of j. If any one character the first letter and the last letter is not matched, then what I'm saying, status is equal to false. By default status is true, right? So I made it as false. And what I'm saying, immediately I don't want to go to the next iteration. So that's the reason I said break, guys. Okay, so if any one letter is unmatched, so let us save it first. Simply we are making the status variable false, and we are breaking the loop. We don't want to go to the next letter. For example, here as per our example is concerned, I said Laris I said, say for example, okay. Then we are checking first letter, last letter, not matched. Simply will come out of the loop. That's it. We are not checking rest of the letters, guys. In that way, we are saving a lot of time. Okay, so that's the logic we have written here. And finally, if the loop is continuously iterating from first to last, I mean half of the length, string length, then what are we doing? We are checking outside of the loop, and if status variable remains same as true, means it's a palindrome, guys. So what I'm saying here, if status equal to true, and then what I'm saying, return true, guys, because it's a palindrome, right? So that I'm returning true, else I'm returning false. Okay, so in this way we need to check the given string is palindrome or not using online exam style, in which we haven't reversed the string in this model, guys. In previous model we taken a string in a variable and we reversed the string and stored in another variable. We were comparing both of them, but in this example, in this logic, we are not reversing the string, but still we are checking the given string is palindrome or not. Okay, so we have returned successfully the status, I mean true or false, but we need to store in a variable in main method, right? So what is the function name? So is palindrome. Okay, so this is what I'm taking here, and let's take a variable here, boolean. The variable name is something like result. I said result is equal to, I'm calling this, and here I'm passing some string variable, guys. Okay, I said liril, liril. Okay, and if liril is passed to is palindrome, it returns true, and the result is getting stored in result variable itself. So now we are comparing if result equal to true, or if result is nothing but double equal to true is optional, so that I'm not writing, and out dot println, and what we are saying, palindrome. Else means result is false, means I'm saying that it's not a palindrome, guys. So actually this is given by the online exam itself. I mean they'll give you this code of main function. They'll ask you to write only this part. So you need to focus from line number 9, I mean from this line number 4 function definition, from 4 to up to this we need to concentrate line number 20, because this will be already written in the online exam itself. Okay, so let's compile it and run it, guys, how it is working. Let's save it first. It's already saved. We'll go to command prompt now. Task number 82 we need to execute. So Java C task 82.java, compiling, showing error. One more bracket has to be closed. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So caret of j is one bracket, and this is beginning and ending. Save it, Control S, compile it. I can see there are no errors. Okay, now we are executing as task 82. See the output, guys, palindrome, because I gave liril. So now we'll go back to this and let's change it as liri, yes, I said. Okay, so now let's compile it and check it out. Again do compilation. Now run it. See the output, guys, not palindrome. So it is working successfully. So this is the way we need to return a boolean value, because he is asking you to return boolean value, depends upon the given string is palindrome or not. And this is a different logic compared with the previous logic, guys, where we are not reversing a string, but still we are checking whether it is palindrome or not. Okay, so look at the code carefully and try to understand and write the logic, check in your system, guys. So thank you so much. See you in the next video.